Hi, my name is Matt Harris, President of the Board of Directors of the Semans Art Fund, an independent foundation dedicated to supporting the students and programs of the University of North Carolina School of the Arts. In 1977, my grandparents, Jim and Mary Semans, who were co-founders of UNCSA, started the Semans Art Fund to enrich the artistic experiences of UNCSA students by funding special projects, research, internships, and foreign study. Over more than 4 decades, the foundation has made over 1,000 grants to students in every discipline at UNCSA: dance, drama, design and production, filmmaking, and music. In this video, you will hear from former grant recipients about their projects and about the impact that Semans Art Fund grants have made on their lives. If you are a current UNCSA student, we encourage you to apply for a grant. Go to uncsa.edu/SemansArtFund. We look forward to hearing from you soon.
My name is Reagan Frazier. I graduated in the class of 2019 from UNCSA with a concentration in cinematography from the School of Filmmaking.
My name is Peter Smith. I am a fourth-year undergraduate student in the School of Music. I play piano.
My name is Braya Paloma, and I graduated in 2018 as a contemporary dance major.
My name is David Lawrence. I was a drama major from the class of 2019 at UNCSA.
My name is Catherine Ledbetter. I am in the School of Music as a vocalist student. I graduated from the UNCSA's high school program in 2017, and I will graduate from the college program in 2021.
My name is Ebony Cawthorn. I attended University of North Carolina School of the Arts for the film program with a concentration in producing.
I'm going to be applying to graduate school.
I'm freelancing as a second AC and first AC.
We just shot a movie. A bunch of really great UNCSA alumni on that film.
I sing with the St. Anne's Episcopal Church.
Right now I'm dancing for a dance company. It's called Bryce Dance Company. It's my first paying dance gig.
I'm working on several projects with School of the Arts alumni.
The application process was very easy. They wanted a sort of write-up of what the project was going to be, a kind of proposal for it.
I tried to put as much of myself in it to try to express why I wanted the grant and what I would be using it for.
Send in my information and my idea for what I wanted to do, and they got back to me pretty swiftly.
The Bowdoin Music Festival, which is in Brunswick, Maine, in the campus of Bowdoin College.
A photographic journal. I was taking a lot of photographs my last year in school and was really contemplating what home meant for me, because I grew up in North Carolina, so this was the place that shaped me and made me the person I was, and I was about to fly away and become a new person in a new place and what home really means.
The ABBA trip that we've been taking for the last few years is an amazing opportunity for students to go to Orlando and be introduced to some of the top people in the industry. We'll be going to workshops, seminars with some of the top people at Universal, Disney.
There is a barn in Damascotta, Maine, and every year a group of the class of 2019, we would go up to this barn and we would just write. We would present the work to the local citizens of the town.
I requested funding for the Brevard Music Center. It is a 3-week music intensive where I can go and study voice with the top-notch faculty.
I wanted to work with Carolyn Dorfman Dance. Carolyn Dorfman is the director of her company. I got to do a lot of the behind-the-scenes work of how to manage a company. I got to take class with the current company members, which is really exciting.
It was my idea to start my own production company for other people of color to, get their ideas off the ground. One of the first projects I did under Resurgence was my web series called Order Up. Almost everyone except 2 people were School of the Arts alumni.
I was really happy, to say the least.
I was very happy.
Seeing that email was very life-changing, and I loved it.
I was just so excited and grateful that I'd be able to afford this program.
In the music program, we basically have to go to graduate school, even a doctoral program, to have a career as a performer or a teacher. I got exposure to a lot of teachers that I am now potentially considering for graduate school. So if I get into and end up going to a certain school because of this festival, then that's huge.
This book is a way that I can do something small right now for myself and for people around me, and I can still share my joy of art, my joy of photography, my love for writing.
I was actually really struggling with figuring out what I wanted to write and what I wanted to do. I just like blacked out and I just like wrote this nonsensical play, and they said it was one of the best plays they've ever seen. It was important to me because it reminded me that I have my own voice.
Really is a launching pad to their careers. The representatives that are there will be representing theme parks, museums, all live entertainment, and that information propels them to make choices that they never could have dreamed about.
Being able to continue your musical studies throughout the summer is really important. It really helped me push myself and continue to grow.
Being able to have this company has really liberated me, and that inspiration has helped me give some light to the kids I work with, letting them know that, hey, I'm a brown girl, you're a brown kid, we can make anything happen if you really want to work in the arts.
There's nothing to lose. You either stay in the same place because you haven't won the grant, or you get some money that is unexpected and you can use for a project that you're interested in.
It's kind of like taking a chance on yourself and your own work. You're not going to know unless you try.
I didn't know exactly what the project was going to be. I just kind of gave them an idea of it, and they were willing to work with that, even though what I was doing wasn't really on the timeline of their application.
If you're debating about whether to apply, you should just do it.
Life is art, and being able to creating more for the future, more voices for inclusivity, for more voices to be heard, for representation of the world that we have.
Supporting future creators so that we have a platform to say the things that are important to help society. It's a very noble quest, and I think supporting that in any way we can is huge.
I think the Semans Art Fund gives a chance to artists to keep learning and grow, and it will allow you to take what you learned from your project and continue that into your next chapter.
If it wasn't for the Semans Art Fund grant, I would not have been able to afford this program.
I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I very much thank the Semans Art Grant.
Thank you, Semans Art Fund.
Thank you.
Thank you, Semans Art Fund, for funding my project.
Thank you, Semans Art Fund.
Thank you guys so much for seeing my vision.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
There was a student, he was here a few years ago. One day, I looked at him in the studio and I thought there was something sincerely wrong with him. His eyes were bloodshot, and I said, "Are you all right?" And he said, "Miss Jaffe, I'm just starving. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten in a day." I guided him in all the right directions. We have a food pantry here, and we make sure that the students are taken care of. But he used his Semans award to go to Germany to work in a summer intensive with an artistic director. And so he got his award and he went there in the summer. And at the end of that summer, he landed a contract. And so now this student is fully contracted in a beautiful company in Germany and is living the life that he envisions. And so when you think about if he didn't have the money to go to Germany, would have been able to get in that company, right? So it changes lives. It really does.